I like yellow because yellow is square. One person found this helpful. What does this mean? What is up, everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon discussion video. I don't know if I should really call this a discussion, but today we're throwing it back to the 90s, an era that a lot of you may not be too familiar with now. But it is the era in which I was born with. What, you think I'm wearing this shirt just for show? No, this is my soul. I've seen some of my favorite YouTubers do reviews or reactions to Google reviews for different places, so I thought we should take a dive into the wild world of Google reviews for our favorite franchise. We're gonna be taking a look at the Generation 1 games, Red, Blue, and Yellow, released all the way back in 1998, at least here in the States. That was my first exposure to the Pokemon world. Well, technically I watched the TV show. I didn't actually play the games until Pokemon Silver and Gold a couple of years later. But, you know, Gen 1, I do respect it for being the one that kickstarted the whole franchise, but going back to it now can be a little bit difficult because of all the glitches and kind of oddities in the game. Let's just jump into it. I gotta stop using the Philly D intro, dude. What's something I could say? Let's catch 'em all. Dirtface Man says, it's an amazing game, but there were some mistakes. Mr. Mime. Why you gotta single out Mr. Mime like that? Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely a mistake. Fortnite Banana says, I love this game. It's just Lavender Town that I really hate. Lavender Town has the Pokemon Tower, which is a graveyard for Pokemon. I don't know if that was a pun, but there's definitely witches in there. At the starting of the game, you think Pokemon can only faint, but in Lavender Town, it says they die. This is the part that got me in Kanto. What? I thought he was going to talk about the creepy music, but no, this man has a problem with Pokemon dying. I mean, it's the circle of life, my dude. Do people not die in Fortnite? What, you think they just respawn? Like, wait, you don't respawn in Fortnite. You die. What's the problem here? What? What am I looking at? I don't know if this man was trying to review Pokemon or slide into the DMs. Yeah, 4 stars. Great review. My Ave got corrupted on Pokemon Red. Am salty. Oh no. Obviously he meant his save, which really sucks, but I think that was an issue back in the day. Like, the cartridge actually had a battery in it, and if it burnt out, I think your save could break or something would happen to it. So F's in the comments for our boy Oliver, man. That I'd be salty too. Just play Fire Red and Leaf Green, same game with more mons to collect after you beat the Elite Four, 7 new islands to explore, and way less glitches. Yeah, it is difficult to go back to Red and Blue, I admit, even for me. I usually tend to just play Fire Red and Leaf Green if I want to just play the vanilla Kanto experience, I guess you could say. There is a certain charm to seeing or experiencing the very first game at least once. I do recommend, if you guys are Pokemon fans and have never played Red or Blue, at least try it out once, even if you don't get all the way through it, just so you can see where the series originated. A masterpiece of gaming. Truly, there's no RPG finer than this. While the graphics aren't grand, this is made up for with the addicting gameplay that really makes you want to catch them all. And then you forget to open up a boo on your computer and you can't... A boo? Like, a boo? First is worst, the worst game of the Pokemon history, from Batata Frita, which basically means french fry. Okay, I think the name was better than the review in this case. Like, come on, man. First is worst. First, let me tell ya why french fries are the worst and sweet potato fries are where it's at. It was made of Katy Perry! What? Does Katy Perry even like Pokemon? I don't...
Is math related to science?
What am I looking at? 1 star, R, space. Joe. Are you like trying to contact your long lost friend Joe that you used to trade with back in the 90s? You guys had the link cable and you moved away from your small hometown in Idaho. You've lost contact, and now this is the only way you can make contact with Joe is through Google reviews. I mean, 8 people found it helpful. Maybe one of them is Joe. I really hope you find your friend. Hi, Pokemon is not good, bad, no save file. Horrible is not a good game to hard. as well. Do not buy. Bad graphics and is too slow. Maybe I'm just too slow to get what this cryptic message is really trying to tell us. Bad. So bad I want to get it now. Huh? Is this like one of those people that thrives on playing bad games? Or is he just trying to get people's attention with a bad review, but he actually likes it? Maybe stick to Roblox for now. Oh my goodness. This game is horrible with an already abysmal Gen 1er fan base. The gameplay's broken even by RPG standards from the 90s, and it's already a true fact. The graphics look like someone who just failed art class in elementary school, and it made Baldi's education game look aesthetically pleasing. It also has no story, no character development, no cutscenes, nada. As for the strangest deranged sprite art for certain Pokemon, it made my depression even worse compared to horrible games like Superman 64. Okay, this game was very glitchy and some of the sprites just make you want to question stuff. Just look at Golbat's sprite. Yo, come on, what's wrong with Golbat? Yeah, okay, that might be a little bit suggestive. I wouldn't want to get too close to Golbat. And this actually reminds me, a long time ago, I did a video with DJ Wits where we went over the Gen 1 Pokemon sprite and some of the weirder ones. So if you want to check that out after this video, I will link it in the end screen thing. To anybody who says the graphics are horrible, it was 1996. What do you expect for graphics? It was the Game Boy. We have seen a fair amount of reviews trashing on the graphics when it was literally the first one in the franchise, and they improved the sprites a lot even in the next game, Pokemon Yellow. Well, some Pokemon were improved, other ones were somehow made worse. There's some steep, unfair challenge, but it just forces you to pick it up in an hour, and after you put it down, it makes you want to play through the entire thing in one sitting. It's great, I love it, but does have its flaws, as all games do. 27 people found this helpful. I mean, it's a pretty good review. Gave it 4 stars, which I think is the most fair that you can give it, considering all the technical problems that it had, but still a very good RPG for the time, popularizing the creature collecting genre in general. I'm sure that there were some other games similar to it. I certainly can't think of any, but there is no doubt that Pokemon was the most popular and the one that helped push the whole genre forward. And I mean, nowadays we have so many creature collecting games that obviously take inspiration in one way or another from Pokemon. Let's move on to Pokemon Yellow next, and it was the first third version in Pokemon history. Now, almost every single generation has like the third improved, enhanced version, and Yellow was no exception. This one actually took a little bit more inspiration from the Pokemon anime, which we haven't really seen since then. Overall, I would say it was an improvement and people did receive it better, even back in the day. Let's see what the modern day folks think though. This is the best way to play Gen 1 games, a nostalgic classic that has lasted through the ages. Dang. Yeah, if I had to pick any of the old games, it would probably be Yellow over Red and Blue, but I thought Professor Oak gave me some Pokeballs, but I was wrong. I'm kind of like Ash from the anime in this game. I also took the preset name Ash. I also named my rival Gary just like the anime. Someone might need to let Kyle know that it's not spelled anima. That's a little bit too close to enema, my dude. But yeah, that's what made Pokemon Yellow so cool, is that it was more based on the anime than any other Pokemon game has been since. And you could basically just roleplay Ash, get all the starters as you're going through the journey, and maybe even catch the same Pokemon that he did. Best because it is very cool and I love Pikachu. Don't forget Super Saiyan! Okay, I haven't forgotten Super Saiyan. That's like one of the best anime scenes of all time, but what does that have to do with Pokemon Yellow, my dude? Like Pokemon, so I like it. I have to make this long. Okay. Good and fun, cute Pikachu fun game. Okay, this is just wholesome. Great review. Trash, because it's not HD and like my Digimon? I'm trying to process this, but I think this comment might be too HD for me, that it's just, all I see is pixels. It's nice. It's spicy. definitely agree. I'm upset, comrades. There's not even a review on this. Is that Mr. Mosby, by the way? You should be keeping an eye out for them kids running across your hallway, not playing Pokemon Yellow. What are you doing? I don't think that's Mr. Mosby. I don't like this game. The only nice thing I could say is that it ends Gen 1, but Gen 1ers, I don't think that's... Okay, I don't recommend it even for the most die-hard Pokemon fans. Just play Red or Blue. At least you can choose a starter and not just Pikachu. I don't think Ethan got far enough to where, you know, you get the other starters, because I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I don't know, I've always felt that Yellow is overall a better experience, because it was more, came out later, so obviously the technical side improved a little bit. And even though maybe some people might not like that it follows the anime, you do get to catch almost every single Kantomon in just one cartridge, which is always nice. Okay, you know this is gonna be good when it's rated by Carl Weezer. Surprisingly good. I started with Sword and Shield, and while I've only played a little bit of Yellow, I enjoy it so far. Right now I'm grinding my team to get ready for Brock. It's a bit annoying having to do each Pokemon individually, and I'm still not done. But overall, enjoy the battles and the game itself. I don't know if it's just the Game Boy Color I recently got like 3 days ago, or if it's just the game, but Pikachu's voice sounds a bit off. Overall though, pretty good game. I enjoy it, and while because I'm a 2000s kid, it doesn't bring me nostalgia, I have watched the whole TV show besides Galar, and I'm starting to see the similarities. Even the sprites look pretty spot on. Anyways, good game. I enjoy it even as a kid from Gen Z who grew up with Wii instead of Game Boy. Hey, props for playing it actually on the Game Boy, because a lot of these games have been made available now on like the 3DS, which is also now RIP. But playing it on the actual Game Boy where it originally came out, I guess as it was intended to be played, is a whole different experience. And it is cool to see like newer generations going back and experiencing these games that they never really got to know, because obviously they were born after. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle, because I was technically born when these games came out, but I didn't really have my proper introduction to the Pokemon world until Gen 3 with Ruby Sapphire, and man, those definitely hit my nostalgia bones. Well, I think that's a good way to wrap it up. Overall, the first generation of Pokemon is still very important to the overall history of the franchise, and even if they might not hold up on a technical or graphical level, it is still fun to reminisce and take a look back at how the series began. Almost 25 years later, there's still people discovering these games for the first time, or discovering the franchise and going back to replay these classics, which were definitely flawed, but still have a special place, a special charm to them. I can't believe that it's actually almost 25 years now of Pokemon, and I can't wait what they've got in store for us next. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to hit that like button, and I could check out some of the reviews for future generations of Pokemon, including some of my favorites. I can't wait to see how people perceived Pokemon Emerald or Platinum. We already had a couple of comments, you know, kind of hyping those up, and they are kind of my favorites, so I want to see what people thought of them. What do you think of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow? Leave your review down below, whether it's real or troll, and I will catch you guys in the next one.